Hello everyone, this is Void Viper here. You may notice I'm recording this series a little bit differently now. I'm using a different way to record these videos. Only because there was a thunderstorm outside, and I didn't want the thunderstorm to be heard. So, with all ado, I asked you all last week, what if the partition of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth didn't happen? Well, it was just by summoner. But yeah, I went with it. So, let's begin. That's easy. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth would have joined France during the Napoleon era. After that, PLC were lost land due to Napoleon's failure. PLC were fighting World War I on Tri-Alliance side, or whatever they're called, Triple Alliance. After the war, they would gain Prussia region back. World War II would end quicker. USSR versus Poland 1920 war wouldn't take place, and Eastern Europe wouldn't be USSR puppets. Today, PLC controls most of European land. Right after Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and Baltic are part of PLC, same as West Russia parts, Moldavia region, and perhaps Slovakia as well. No Nazis. Well, I'm not sure how that happens, but okay. Then there wouldn't be a page in the Wikipedia about the partitions. Was only the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth the only nation that experienced a partition, or was there any nations in the past before Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth that have experienced partitions? I don't know. Somebody please help me on that. If the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth were never partitioned, it would play a major role in the European theater. It would separate Russia from the rest of Europe. It could colonize some lands in the Caribbean and in the East Indies. It could also colonize a chunk of Africa. It will be sort of buffer zone between Russia and Germany in World War I and between USSR and Germany in World War II. It would join ESA and can into space. And here's an argument. It is possible the partition will never happen. All the odds were against the Commonwealth, and it's impossible for these land-hungry warlords to pass an opportunity like the Commonwealth. If Poland and Lithuania never got partitioned, Russia would end up invading anyway. Well, I guess you can explain the planes. Poland could colonize Germany. I don't see how that works. If the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth wasn't divided, it could take over the whole Europe. I don't know about that, because the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth was pretty big in like the 14th century or 15th century. But because of the rise of Russia, I don't see this happening. Then Poland and Lithuania will become a great power in Europe at its time. Eventually Lithuania will split off because of the growing nationalism in the region. This leaves Poland as a middle power in Europe. Thing is, I think Lithuania wanted to split the Commonwealth and the Commonwealth will cease to exist, but it was because of the rise of Russia that encouraged them to stay as the Commonwealth. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, but I think that was the reason why they were encouraged to stay united. Well, not united, but stay together. And I guess someone suggested that I should answer the question that I asked as well, or someone suggested. So I guess I'll do it. So the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth partition, in my opinion, I feel if there wasn't a partition, I think the Commonwealth would have lasted longer, but because of the terrain around the area, I just feel like it's doomed to fall because Russia, like one of the comments said earlier, like Russia could have invaded them easily because it was plains. I know how like in World War II, Germany was able to push the Soviet Union with those, a lot of the land there was plains, and there weren't a lot of like terrain problems. Well, I guess there could be some, but not as much. So in my opinion, I think the Commonwealth would have stayed united because of Russia, but it would have fell anytime sooner. I'm not sure what's going to happen when Napoleon rises, but I feel like Napoleon would just treat like the Poland-Lithuania as like one of the great powers as well. I guess you can say that, and then maybe turn them into like some kind of puppets or something. I don't know. Yeah, so I guess that's it for my answer to this alternate history. And thank you for watching this week's weekly alternate history. At the time I'm recording this, the storm has ended, but I'm still using the same mic. So here's a suggestion left by Ryan Mapping. What if China never fell under communist rule? Now that will be very interesting. But I'm sure there's a lot of videos about that, aren't there? But regardless, you can leave your weekly alternate history in the comments. And I'll see you in the next weekly alternate history. See ya!